The government will speed up the formulation of the Consumer Credit Act to protect the interests of consumers and promote a healthy credit market. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said the act is important to ensure credit users receive fair treatment when dealing with creditors.
Akta kredit pengguna sedang digubal melalui kerjasama antara Kementerian Perdagangan Dalam Negeri dan Hal Ehwal Pengguna, Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan, Kementerian Pembangunan Usahawan, Bank Negara Malaysia, Suruhanjaya Securities Malaysia serta agensi lain yang berkaitan.
He mentioned this in his speech at the launch of the National Strategy for Financial Literacy 2019 to 2023 here today. Tun Dr. Mahathir said the effort to enhance financial literacy has become very important and is complementary to the Consumer Credit Act initiative to strengthen the credit consumer protection framework in Malaysia. The value of Malaysia's aerospace exports is projected to increase by 15% to 9.75 billion ringgit this year, backed by more orders and new products. International Trade and Industry MITI Minister Datuk Darrell Laiking said the government aims to further develop the technology for aerospace, as well as human capital capability that would support growth in the industry.
What matters most is our country is receiving quite a bit of interest, and that's not because, of other reasons, but because we have the expertise, we have the talents, and we have the quality, and people trust Malaysian products.
He was met after his working visit to a Tier 1 aeroplane parts supplier, Spirit Aerosystem. Currently, the aerospace manufacturing subsector is contributing 6.97 billion ringgit or 48% of Malaysia's aerospace industry's revenue. In terms of investments, 11 aerospace projects with total investments of 816.3 million ringgit were approved last year, of which 41% were foreign investments. The aerospace projects in the country are expected to create 2,442 jobs. The government has been urged to re-look at the proposal to allow National Higher Education Fund Corporation (PTPTN) study loan defaulters to buy their first home. According to Sime Darby Property Acting Chief Executive Officer Datuk Wan Hashimi Al-Bakri, these defaulters have proven record of not repaying loans even though it is minimal as compared to housing loans. His concern would be the impact should such housing loans are not served in the long run.
There's discipline to actually pay, not to just borrow and not pay. That's not right, lah. So I think the early indication when these defaulters means they don't have the discipline to pay. So and that's not a big amount, but suddenly when you allow them to borrow big amounts, I think it's a higher risk, lah. More of such cases.
Earlier, Sime Darby Property launched a Great Minds campaign in collaboration with Yayasan Sime Darby. He added that the young and old should also be taught financial literacy since young in order to have better discipline in managing their finances. Housing and Local Government Minister Zuraida Kamaruddin said the proposal, which is currently awaiting Bank Negara Malaysia's approval, is expected to be enforced by October this year.
Who are not able to get bank loans from the HOC for the 300,000 housing below.
Malaysia's property market is showing signs of bottoming out and is poised to gather further momentum moving into the second half of 2019. According to Knight Frank Malaysia Managing Director Sarkunan Subramaniam, he said the Extended National Home Ownership Campaign (HOC) will continue to stir interest amongst home buyers in the residential segment while providing an opportunity for developers to clear existing stock. The HOC 2019 campaign, which has been extended till December 31st, 2019, is expected to provide further traction to the housing market, including the high-end condominium and service apartment segment. In its latest research report, Real Estate Highlights first half of 2019, Knight Frank noted HOC 2019 as one of the most impactful events on the residential market to increase home ownership among Malaysians and also to address the property overhang situation. However, consumer sentiments remain subdued while retail sales remain in expansionary territory. That wraps up Bizworld this time around. I'm Nadia Azmi. Thank you for watching and keep tuning in to TV3.